the workers, the students, united, will never be defeated.
All right, let's get started. My name is T. I'll be your MC, hopefully for the last time during this strike. Thank you all for coming to the Rally for Public Education. For the second time in 3 years, CUPE 3903, representing contract faculty, TAs and GAs at York University, has been forced to go on strike. This was not an easy decision. Our studies and lives suffer a great interruption while we picket outside in the cold, and we also have to endure the guilt that comes with putting our students' education on hold. It's hard not to feel personally invested in each one of our students' education. However, we cannot stand idly by while education becomes increasingly expensive, all the while the quality of education is threatened. The fight for better quality education is not only happening at York. Whether it's striking faculty at the colleges, staff at Carleton University, students in Chicago resisting school closures, public school teachers in Kentucky and Oklahoma struggling for decent working conditions, or young people across the U.S. protesting gun violence, one thing is clear. We are all part of the same movement to create a safe and accessible education system that prioritizes the needs of students and teachers. CUPE 3903 called this rally in March to oppose attacks on public education by this anti-worker and anti-student provincial government. We begin here at the Ministry of Labor to protest their anti-democratic and anti-union practices. Introduced by the regressive conservative government of Mike Harris in the 1990s, the forced ratification vote was introduced as a way to bypass the membership's elected bargaining team. The university refused to meaningfully bargain for the past 5 weeks and then offered a virtually identical offer, thinking that our resolve would waver. Thinking that we would feel demoralized and be ready to take their shitty offer. Not only that, they also pushed for online voting without having properly ensured all our members would be able to participate. This is neither the first time nor the last time it has fallen on workers and students to fix the mistakes, unintentional or other, of this administration. But joke is on them because our members have sent a loud and clear message. All 3 units overwhelmingly voted to reject the contract. We killed the rest. 85% of Unit 1 said no. 85% of Unit 2 said no. 98% of Unit 3 said no. Our first speaker that we have for you today is Ontario Public Service Employees Union BT Chair JP Hornick, who at the colleges also overwhelmingly and decisively killed their RAD vote back in November. Let's give it up for JP, please.
Hey y'all, well done. Holy cow. That's amazing. I can't tell you, I'm here on behalf of, I was told to say this part, 170,000 members of OPSU, and 13,000 college faculty who stand with you in this struggle. You guys have rocked this over the past several weeks. You've been fighting and standing up against poor quality education and against precarity, and this is the fight of the century. This is the fight for all of us, for our students, and this is just the beginning. You guys might be going back to the table and you're gonna win, right?
Yeah. So following that terribly undemocratic Senate meeting on March 22nd, when one of our senators got put in a headlock by security as he attempted to enter the meeting, undergraduate students decided that they had had enough. and so the reclamation of the Senate chambers, now known as the student chambers, began. Please give a big round of applause for Jessica Ireland and Carrie Cooper, key organizers of the reclamation.
Reclaim York University is a movement in which we, the students of York, have collectively realized the power that we have in our education. We aim to reclaim this power and to decommodify our school. This is through visions and goals that together we have established. This movement was inspired by the actions of CUPE 3903. We watch as our fellow students have fought and continue to fight to stand up for their rights. Administrative corporate agendas have been taken precedence over the education, and the strike opened our eyes to this. We want to thank the members of CUPE 3903 by showing us what it means to stand up to injustice.
So far, we've held our reclamation of the Student and Community Chamber for 18 days. Rumor has it that this might be the longest reclamation of a university or college space in Anglo-Canadian history. This administration's negligence is officially historic. This reclamation was born in solidarity with CUPE 3903, and our list of demands reflected that. One of those demands, the cancellation of all classes for the duration of the strike, has officially not been met. The last day of scheduled classes has passed, and we have still received no response whatsoever from the administration. We refuse to take on mountains of debt only to have our tuition money spent on union-busting lawyers and invested in weapons manufacturers. This administration has wasted our time and money by refusing to bargain. We want our tuition refunded for this term, and we want free tuition for all students.
We have visions and goals that are the foundation of our movement. Reclaim York U envisions a fully democratic campus where faculty, workers, and students steer the direction of our school. Education is not a commodity to be bought and sold. When the financial gains of this campus takes precedence over students, you see the lack of care the administration has for us. We want to reclaim the power our voices have on our campus. We call to action for the assistance of our visions and goals from all of our students, whether it be a first-year student, a PhD candidate finishing their final year, faculty, custodial workers, librarians, support staff, residence life workers, all students and workers on campus. We all have a common interest in democratizing the campus and demanding free tuition. The administration is trying to wait us out, just like they tried to wait CUPE out. We are not leaving. Reclaim York U is to stay. Whose campus?
So following this theme of student-led organizing, we have Aliyah Kareem to speak to us from the York University Graduate Student Association, aka YUGSA.
Sorry to disappoint, I'm not Aliyah Kareem. She's bestowed the honor today on me. First off, I'd just like to congratulate all of us, congratulate ourselves on killing this rat. Mike Harris's little gift to Ontario Labour was most recently rebuffed by OPSU, college instructors, and now it's by us. We've rebuffed that little gift. So, well done, everyone. I'd especially like to thank members who did the work of calling, leaving voicemails and texting the membership at large. That was the difference maker. They called them up, they left us messages explaining why we needed to vote no, and we all know that. We needed to vote no because, Unit 1 deserves to live above the poverty line. Unit 2 deserves job security. We had to vote no because an attack on Unit 3 is an attack on all of us. So like many of us, my entry point into the union and the labor movement more generally was as a member of Unit 3. I was one of 3 GAs working on a peer-reviewed journal in the Faculty of Environmental Studies called Undercurrents, which today survives entirely on volunteerism. Shame. In short, what I learned then as a master's student is what solidarity looks like. And that's why I'm able to recognize it today when I see it. I see it in the Herculean efforts of the 8th line. I see it in our members picketing through the rain and snow. And I see it especially now with this rejection of the rat vote. After 5 weeks, our membership's unfazed. We will not stop until we get the deal we deserve, and we will win.
All right, our last speaker, before we head to Queen's Park, is one of our illustrious leaders, Carl Gardner, Chief Steward, Unit 1. Our great victory wouldn't have been possible without the hard work of organizers in our union. And I'm really proud to call Carl Gardner my friend, and he's gonna really lead us. His speech is gonna be so great, you just watch. Okay, let's give it up for Carl.
What's going on, CUPE? All right, we're gathered here today to honor the life and the death of a little acquaintance of ours called a rat. And what a life it was. The rat was born on Tuesday, March 27th, 2018, and was pronounced dead at 1:03 p.m. today. The rat was born in the middle of our 5th week of our strike. It was born into a world where workers' rights are under attack and the rich are getting richer. This rat was born into a world without bargaining. And while its life was ugly, brutish, and short, the rat did manage to achieve its life's purpose: to test the resolve of this country's strongest union, CUPE 3903. And what happens each and every damn time this union's strength, this union's resolve, and this union's unity is tested? We succeed. And so I'm happy to tell you that today Units 1, 2, and 3 succeeded. We successfully succeeded, and we made it through the bullshit. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound right. We made it through all of York's misdirection and incompetence, and we killed the fucking rat. And while all of us are here today happily mourning the passing of this foul creature, I ask you to consider thanking the rat for its brief existence. Because the rat showed those rich administrators at York University that we will not be fooled. We will not be fooled by missing PIN numbers, phony emails, or lost passwords. The rat also showed York that we will not be whittled down. The only thing that these 6 weeks on the picket lines have worn out are the soles of our shoes. Today was the first day of exams at York Universities, and our lines are up and running at 7:30 and as strong as ever. The rat showed York that we will not accept concessions. CUPE 3903 will not move backwards. We will win a fair funding package for teaching assistants. We will win conversions and job security for contract faculty. We will win our graduate assistant jobs back. York University needs to understand that they are bargaining with CUPE 3903, and we will not be moved. And so I ask you to thank this rat, because it showed York University, it showed the public, and it showed ourselves that not only are we strong, but we are stronger than ever. Standing here today with week 6 in front of us, we are stronger than ever. And we're strong because we're unified. We're strong because unity is strong between teaching assistants, contract faculty, graduate assistants, and our undergrads. We are united with the workers at Carleton that just won the deal that they wanted. We are united with the workers at Western who could be on strike on Friday. We are united with the workers in Oklahoma, Kentucky, Virginia, and beyond. We are united with every worker across this continent, inside and outside of the university. And this is because we are fighting a common enemy. It doesn't matter whether you find this enemy in a boardroom on Bay Street, in a manager's office at your job, or in the 9th floor of Knapp, in a $1,200 chair. It doesn't matter. Our enemies are those that seek to disempower the many, to exploit and oppress us, and divide us. And whether it's at the bargaining table or through some bullshit vote, we persist and we resist. And so we are here today to celebrate the life and death of a rat, and to celebrate our collective power, which is shown because everybody's here today. And because when workers band together and fight for fairness, we cannot be beat. So, one quick chant. We provide your education. We want Rhonda's resignation.
We want Rhonda's resignation.
We won't accept legislation.
We won't accept legislation.
We demand negotiation.
We demand negotiation.
We provide your education.
We provide your education.
We want Rhonda's resignation.
We want Rhonda's resignation.
We won't accept legislation.
We won't accept legislation.
We demand negotiation.
We demand negotiation.
Thanks for coming, guys. We're going to get the march started.
Workers' blood shall run. There can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. It is we who teach the classes, mark the papers for a grade, do the research, write the lectures, put ideas on parade. Now we stand outcast and starving from the school that we have made, but the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single class can run. We can beat their stupid rat vote! That the union makes us strong. Everybody! Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Oh, the lines that pond and then get going up the crack of dawn. And sure, Glen and founders follow with a hidden yawn. The AIDS line works behind the scenes while Sentinel shows its brawn. For the union makes us strong. Chimney Stack says bring your babies and your cute dogs, they'll be fun. The folks at Northwest are asking for an extra line. So Howard Moscow gave this man a force in record time, cause the union makes us strong. Everybody! Solidarity forever! Louder! Solidarity forever! Solidarity forever! For the union makes us strong. We want to support survivors and look after retirees. Secure funding for our grad students, have job security. They think we can be broken, but we're